we are in the round table where we'll go discuss about the clinic. Well, first, we think that a clinic is a problem because in the survey that we made for 80 persons, we asked for the people how many people use the clinic, and the 70% use the clinic. So if the 70 people use the clinic, that's make that a person, we have a problem in the clinic, that make that is the problem is made for all the people in the community. Now my partners give you the result of the survey.
Here I give you the result of my survey about 18 students and have a couple of questions to see what the result of this cooking.
Also, we do other paper where you can write the aspect more important that we discussed in the round table. And okay, well, we will discuss about the service of cleaning, right? But what we can make a discussion about this problem if we don't have the, I don't know, the aspect positive that made a good service. Now my partners give you all that, some aspects that you can find for benefits for the clinic.
Okay, like everybody know, the clinic is a place where we come because we need help. And but to start this round table, I have a question about the service. And do you think the time with the nurse attend you is the exact time or not? Because some hospital where you come to the first help, he bring you all the information what you need in 5 minutes. Do you think the clinic do the same?
Norman, what do you say about the good benefit and aspects that the clinic need for be better?
Well, I think that the clinic here in Zamorano have some things that have to change. One thing that all of us don't pay attention and that is very important is the getaway or the exit in the clinic, because sometimes when some students have an accident, they can't open the door and they need someone to help them. And I see an investigation, I searched an investigation in the internet in the San Vicente University company in Colombia that make us or that show us two things that can be very important. The first thing that they say that the doors or the exit have to be in two ways. The doors can be open in two ways and not just in one way. And the other solutions or the other very important thing that they bring us is that the doors can be or can have a sensor that when one person be in front or behind the doors, this can open. I think that there are two solutions for our clinic here in Zamorano.
Okay, this roundtable try to make analysis about the result, right? But during the discussion, we try to find the solution and to the end of the roundtable, find our recommendations to give the university for be better the clinic, right? In the results, in the papers that we give you, you can find the third question, that is, how do you feel about the service of the clinic? Well, when you can see, the 60% say that it's deficient. So I ask you for what is the reason that you think that is deficient the service of clinic?
Well, I am Eduardo Suarez and I would like to give you my opinion about the service in clinic. I I think that the service in this clinic of here in Zamorano is the worst service I have ever seen in a hospital or a clinic. I am not the type of person that get often to the clinic because I don't know, I have just gone one time because an accident, and in that time I suffer a lot because they don't give you the attention that you need. They make you wait and they make you be like uncomfortable. So I think that a good recommendation would be to change the service and the people that they have, because they are not trained to manage people. So that is my opinion about the service in the clinic.
What do you think?
Well, I think it should be improved, definitely the amount of time one waits when you go to be seen by the doctors. There was once when I was vomiting really heavily and I went there and I had to wait like for an hour. There weren't even enough chairs because it was so full. And I was vomiting again until like one of my friends had to ask the nurse so that I was taken to the observation. So they should have like someone there for immediate attention, not just to be handed a number and then waiting in line for a doctor. Just like have a nurse that's there to attend you if you are in some sort of not so like an emergency, but it's not so dangerous.
What do you think about the service of clinic?
In clinic, I never go, but I think that the times I go, the service in clinic lasts very good. They just give me an injection and that's much.
But do you think that the nurse gives you the attention that you need in the time correct when you feel safe when you go?
Not totally, because sometimes we need to make like a long line to wait for clinic, and just for like an injection, that's faster. So I think that the velocity they make the work is late.
So the problem that we see in the service is the attention, the attention to the students, and I don't know. What do you think about the medicines that we have in university? Do you think that is the current medicine, and we have all the medicine that we need for when you feel sickness?
Well, I think that maybe we don't have all the medicines, but the most important for the common illness, the clinic have. For example, the flu. The majority during the winter, most of us get flu, and we go to the clinic and they have this injection for this problem or this illness. And I think that that's what I think from the medicaments that they have on this clinic. But with respect to if you make an injury, they have the instrument, but not all.
So the instrument that it's I don't know, an aspect that made a deficit in the attention of the clinic. Okay. Well, the fourth question that you can see in the graphics, the question is, what do you consider the doctor's attention will have in your appointment? Well, in this question, I want to know about you think that the doctors have the knowledge that we need to help us? The knowledge that have the doctor is it's alright for us?
As I say, I go a small time to clinic, but the time I go, I think they know about what they're talking about.
Well, I think that they know what they are doing. But the main problem is that sometimes they have some troubles at finding the system that they use. Because once I was waiting just for the doctor to look up for the illness that I had at the computer, because he couldn't find it, so he put to put something that it wasn't, but it was really close to it. Like he told me that it was other thing that it was on the table.
Okay. You, what do you think about the knowledge of the
I think that they might have the knowledge, but it will be better if they try to explain to the patient, like, you know, you have this and this, and this is why I will give you this medicine. You know, just say you have this illness, so take this pill.
Well, in the question, the question is, do you feel safe when you go to clinic? 60% say that don't feel safe when you go to the clinic, but what is the reason that you think that it's don't safe go to clinic?
Well, I think you don't have much attention. Like after they take you in, you're just sitting there, no one's seeing if you're okay, if you're right, if you're gonna faint. You're just sitting there, nobody cares about it or monitors it. And also, I think that's the main reason. No one's watching or attending you if you're ill, and you have to wait sometimes for hours. I wait up to 2 hours just to get attention, and no one was seeing if I was alright or not.
Another thing that I think is that people don't feel safety because if they go in the night, late in the night, to get attention from the clinic, they don't have the medicine to give you, so you have to wait till the next day in the morning when the girl of the pharmacy get in her spot, and then she can give you the pills or the medicine that you need to get cured. I think that it's a big problem because maybe if you have a big problem, you can wait 12 hours till the girl appears. So it may be a reason.
Okay. Well, the sixth question, as you can see in the graphic, the question is, what do you feel? What do you describe the service provided by the nurse? Because we want to know if the problem are the doctors or the nurse. So we separate that, and first we ask about the doctors and now the nurse. Well, you have two options. Have the participants. The nurse are friendly and attentive, and the other was the disinterested and apathetic. Well, the 80% think that the nurse are disinterested. What is the reason about that? What do you think?
Well, I never go to bed only in the first week, but when I go, the nurses have a good service.
But how many people there in the clinic in that time?
A lot of people.
A lot of people.
Yes.
And
30 persons.
okay, you?
I think that, well, the times that I've gone, there was a really friendly attention, but mainly depends on the nurse at the time, because I think that there is one that is really like
Okay. And you, what do you think about the nurse?
I like the times I've gone there, I don't really feel they care much about me or the doctors. Yeah, they're very fast in the diagnosis they make about making questions, and they don't even explain why do you have the illness you have and how it should be treated.
Okay. In the seventh question, you have when attending the clinic, what is the time daily to get attention? Well, the 50% say that more than 30 minutes. So, if, what do you say about that?
I think that you should have
More than an hour.
more than 1 hour, because I have waited more than 1 hour. Once they called me to do the physical exercise, they got me waiting like 1 hour and a half. And then the doctor said, I think I shouldn't have attended you because it's already my turn. And I was like, I was waiting like too much.
Why do you think that the time to take the doctor's authorization is so long?
Well, mainly by the time that I said that he was looking at the computers for the illness, I think they spend so much time typing or just, I don't know, writing something, but they took a lot of time. Like they got me there doing anything while they type.
So you think that the doctors need more capacitation about the things, the informatic things?
Maybe yes, or they should change the system.
Okay.
What is your opinion?
Well, my opinion about this topic and about the time that we spend waiting in the clinic, it maybe depends on the hours that we go to the clinic. Because if we go to the clinic like 5 p.m. or 10 a.m. or in the day, we are going to find a lot of students waiting for attention because it's our free time. And it's interesting because we have many activities, many homeworks to do, and we want to get out of the clinic with the medicaments and everything, solve it. But we don't understand to the doctors because they don't do anything during the hours between 7 and 9 a.m. But then after we go out of the of classes or making by doing, they are there is it they start they work because many students at this time is like pressure for them. They make the most that they can do, but it's not enough to cover all the people that are waiting. Maybe I don't recommend to add more doctors because it will be like 7 doctors doing nothing during the 7 and 9 a.m. It will be better, as he says, to improve the system that they use to examine a patient.
I don't know if you know, but the time that it exists so many times that just the students go to the clinic and the teachers or the employees that work in Zamorano go. What do you think about this difference?
Yes, but if you think about the amount of people that work here in Zamorano and the amount of people that are students, it's relative higher the students to the workers.
Look, in the eighth question, you will see the graphic that is what do you describe the knowledge about the doctors and nurses? The both. The 25% say that it's really deficit. So, what are the made that doctors the knowledge are really deficient?
Well, perhaps the reason why they give this impression that their knowledge is really limited is because they don't explain the disease you have or the illness. You don't understand why you have it or how it can be prevented. They just limit themselves to examining you and prescribing you something. So I think that's why people think they have a little amount of knowledge, because they're not explaining anything. They don't hear like doctor talking about what they know. They just get prescribed and examined, and that's the end of that relationship.
What do you think about the knowledge?
Well, as I said, I think that it's good because they know how to do it and what they are doing, but it's true, they just said you have this and you should take this. They are not explaining you like why or what is causing it or I don't know.
Well, I think about what she said about the knowledge of the doctors that we have here. Maybe they are well prepared, but
They don't show it.
they don't show it because they can't explain you what you have. I think that the way you can show that you know is explaining other people what they have and explaining what they have, how they got it, and what he can do to get rid of it. So I think that maybe it's not changing the doctors, but making them know that they should have explained you what you got.
I also think that the knowledge of the doctors in Zamorano needs to be good because also they have to comply some minimum requirements to go inside of Zamorano like us. They have like to pass an exam, need some requirements, so they need to be good.
Okay, we discussed that. Well, the ninth question is, what is the clinic evaluation about the service? Well, in the service we put there in the sign that you get attention, the infrastructure of the clinic. The people say that 25% is excellent. Why do you think that the things, the edifice of a clinic is good for the students? Do you think that is good?
I think it's good because also you need to pay a lot of money to get inside of Zamorano, so they could buy like the last machines of the technology and the stuff.
You think that we have the technology for all the signals here?
Well, I think we have the basics like for a high school nursery perhaps. But I find it like it's surprising that many people qualified it as excellent because like what we took in consideration was the amount of time we were waiting till we were attended, which was nefastus. Also the knowledge of the doctors people think are really deficient, and also the attention of the nurses generally is seen as apathetic, so I don't know why many people said it was excellent.
Yeah, but
or based on what?
just the 25% say that
It was excellent.
the excellent, but the other 17% say that it's bad or terrible.
I
So
think it's bad.
yes, talk about the person. All the people think that the service is bad. When you see the graphic, you can see that just the 25% say that is good. In the 10th question, do you think that clinic can improve? You can see that 45% say that clinic can be improved, but why can improve?
Well, maybe they think that the clinic can improve because they saw the deficient of the clinic. But if you see this university, we have a lot of technologies, and it continue improving. It's like the nursery. It's a basic nursery, but it continue improving in some parts like attention or instrument, medicaments. But if you see in the graphic, 20 people say that don't. Maybe it's a very close mind think that the clinic can improve because it's part of a human to continue improving themselves to treat to the others.
Okay, now we analyze the result about survey. I write some aspects that you said about are important and are the problem about the clinic. So we say that the system that have the clinic is bad. The knowledge about the nurse, about the doctors are deficient by just know, but you think that it don't know, but it's why they explain the things. The other thing is the pharmacy don't open when you feel sick. When you go to the 8 or the 9, the pharmacy is don't open, so you can find the medicine that you need in that moment. Other thing that the doctors say and that you can see is that have a little problems about the computer. Don't write fast when you say about your symptom. Other thing that you say about when you don't have a really good service, is by so many people go to the clinic about the same time. Other thing that you say is the same thing about the doctor. The knowledge is don't show it that, don't show us the important about they know. So about this aspect, what do you think are the best solution about all that I described?
Well, I think like to reduce a bit the time that in which people are attended, we could have like a section for immediate emergencies, like if you scrap your skin or you need to take something like for a headache, something that a nurse can help you with, or an injection perhaps. And also perhaps to have more doctors during the time that more students go, like at lunchtime, perhaps like one more doctor would make a big difference. And I think those are the main suggestions, and for the nurses to fake a bit more of empathy.
Okay. What do you think about the can be better the aspect that I mentioned before?
Well, as I said, that they should improve their system, and they should improve their time management, because it's not the best. Like we wait an hour or more, just sitting there while they do nothing.
What do you think about can be the solution about the problem?
I think that I think the best solution is to create like more clinics, because there is just one clinic. All people need to go to the same place to get attended. I propose like to make different places of clinics close to different areas, so people could go faster. They could attend easy.
Okay. What do you think about improve the problems that I was mentioning before?
Excuse me?
What is the solution about the problem that we mentioned?
Well, I agree with him. We need more clinics. We need more.
More clinics. Okay. What do you think about the solution?
I think that one thing that clinic can work on is to make the doctors and nurses like more friendly. Tell them to talk to the patients, tell them what the problem is, that they will feel better in the fastest way, and that's it.
Okay. What do you think about the solution?
Well, in base what all these people had said, I think that I agree with him that we should make more clinics, but I only think that we just need one more clinic, and to make a clinic for the people like for the employees and the teachers and the personnel of Zamorano, and a clinic for students, because in this way you can get a better service in a short time, and a better service in all the aspects. So I think that just one clinic for employees and one clinic for students, and in this way the clinic won't be full every day we go or we meet.
But you don't think that create just one clinic for teacher and one clinic for a student is so most cost, because the participants said about the percentage of teachers in this university is so low compared with the students.
But not just teachers, but employees. You know that the people that clean and the people that are helping in the learning by doing activities, they also use this clinic. And most of the time they need to, when they go to the clinic, it's at the same time as we go to the clinic. So if they make a clinic for them and a clinic for us, we can get a better attention. So
Yeah, although I think the number of workers that go there is really, like the times I've gone there, it's been perhaps like a 10-to-1 ratio of students versus workers. Morely, it's filled with students. So,
What do you think about the solution?
This solution, it will be better one more clinic, but in respect to the amount of money that they are going to waste, maybe make an addition part of the clinic, contract a doctor during the full hours, like she said, and maybe part of the students it will be better to improve the clinic to be compressed with the doctors and with the nurse because they can do everything at the same time and just that.
Okay, now my partners talk about her opinion and his opinion.
Well, all of you say, I think that how do you say that it's going to be a lot of money to make another clinic, but I think the solution is we have to know that the doctors they have something to do like us, but I think that we need a doctor that can be more time here in Zamorano, that he don't travel every day from Tegucigalpa and from Zamorano. I know that it's very difficult to make this, that doctor live here in Zamorano, but this can be a solution, or this can be a good thing, or a good way to be better in the adaptation of us like a students.
What do you think about the can be the solution about the deficit of the doctors or writing the computer?
I have a bad opinion of the clinic in general. The assistance given should be improved. It takes way too long to get any attention, and many times it's not very effective. And the solution is yes, the point they mentioned is very good.
Okay. We talk about the solution about the build a new clinic to the attention, but we don't talk about the solution, the knowledge, the doctors. What can do the doctors to show their knowledge?
I think Zamorano could improve some capacitation to these doctors to like get themselves to explain patients easy what they have or what they need to be like taking for cure their disease.
What do you think about can be improved of the show the knowledge of the doctor?
Well, I think that why not? Because as we said, we think they don't know just because they don't explain to us. But like more time spending there, so I don't know what exactly.
You know, what do you think about the can? Why can the doctor show their knowledge?
Well, like it was mentioned, I think they should have like a course and human resource management perhaps, and how they, well, I imagine they can teach, because when they study medicine they have to do some practices in which they talk about like hygiene and good practices to people in rural areas. So I think they should be given counsels and be shown the importance of making us know what we're doing wrong, exactly like what do we have and what is it doing to us, and how like what they're prescribing to us works. What is it exactly? I think that would make a huge difference.
Okay. Yeah. What do you say about the volunteer?
Well, in my opinion, about your last question is how the doctor can show you his knowledge is how he bring you the service and how he like Katia say how he express the human resource, and this is my point of view about how he can show his knowledge.
So we say about some solutions. But you, what do you think is the time correct to make the solution? It's immediately or take a long time to do?
I think it's to have like an immediate result, but also needs to take some time to make sure his answer is correct. Because if he confused, that could be a great confusion. People die sometimes with incorrect medicine.
What do you think about what made the time that the doctor need to give you the attention that you think that I feel safe, I feel with security, and I know that I will be better with my health?
I think that, and like not spending much time, but explaining, going to the point, like explaining what's going on and what can you improve to avoid this, or a way to avoid it, like in your daily life.
Okay, what do you think about other things that you can see that can be improved in the clinic?
Like what was mentioned about the doors. Like today, I went to clinic at 4 a.m. and so I was attended immediately. And like the door, if you just open it, it will slam shut. It should be like a two-sided door. Also, well, if we're gonna be there so long, perhaps the waiting room could be a bit more comfortable. And also what I've noticed recently is that some students who like have broken bones or something, they have to live in the clinic. Right now, some of them are living in the observation room because there's not enough space for them in the rooms they have. So like my roommate, had an accident recently, and she had to take the mattress in her room because the beds in the observation area were too uncomfortable and they're really crowded. So they should, I think, like make those areas bigger. Invest a bit.
Okay. Well, we'll have the discussion about the solution, and I will repeat again. First, we need to reduce the time that a doctor attend so many people. Give more doctors in the time of long time, because it's the time that so many students have time to go to the clinic. Improve the system and time management. Well, this more for the doctors. We need to give you a course that you say about the management, or change the system that he say. Create more clinics. Well, in create more clinics, we have so many discussions about the cost, but if we I think that create a new clinic, it's good, because the percentage of students and teachers are huge, so we need have another, just I don't know, a little establishment where you can go for a signal that is a low, that don't need so many attention that with the clinic. Other is that doctors live in Zamorano. We know that so many doctors live in Tegucigalpa, and the time that they go to university and Tegucigalpa is too long, and they take time for the students. And we have the capacitation. Well, in the capacitation, need the work with the human department of human in university, that can help to doctors and nurses about the attention, how to talk about with the students, and I think that what do you say about how say about recommendation to the university?
I think all that we have mentioned is really worth hearing. Like we said, like extend the clinic or make another place for people who are farther, and so they distribute more. Make something about the time it takes to for a person to be attended and also to facilitate the doctors on teaching us more. I think that's what they should be doing basically.
Okay, thanks for your time and this roundtable. I think that we get the objective that we have in the roundtable, that is analyze the results, know the problem that made that this, know the origin of this problem and the solution. So thank you.